I got 54 degrees, some got 72 degrees. What is the answer? Okay, let's have a look. So here we have this picture, and we know this angle here is 108 degrees. These two sides are congruent, and likewise that. And x is here to find out x, right? So we're just going to break this down into like triangles and then figure out the missing angles. If you look at this triangle first, because these two sides are congruent, so that means these two angles have to be equal. So if this is x, that also has to be x. That said though, if you look at this triangle, we can fill in this angle here. The whole thing has to be 180. Well, that angle has to be 180 minus this and minus that, so that's minus 2x. And because we know these two sides are congruent, so that means these two angles are equal. And to figure that out, I'm going to utilize this angle here. This is x, so this angle will be 180 minus x. So to fill in this angle, this is what I'm going to do. I will just have to start with 180, because the whole thing is 180, and I'm going to minus this angle, which is 180 minus x. But because this angle and that angle are the same, so I will have to divide it by 2. So that will give us this angle. And if you work this out, that's 180. Distribute the negative, we get minus 180. And then minus times minus becomes a plus. This and that cancel, so this is just x over 2. And let me write it as 1/2 x. Just like that. And that's pretty much all we have, right? And we can go ahead and look at this right here, the whole thing, which is going to be 180 degrees because that's a straight line. So starting with 108, we are going to add the next angle, which is 180 minus 2x, and then plus this angle, which is just 1/2 x. Altogether, we have to get 180 degrees. Now to solve this equation, because 180s are on both sides, let's just cancel them out. And then this is just 108 minus, combine this and that. So let's just do negative 2 plus 1/2, get a common denominator, which multiply by 2. So that's negative 4 over 2 plus 1 over 2. So that's negative 3 over 2. Oh yeah, so we have a negative here already. So altogether, this is a negative 3 over 2. And then x, yeah? And then that's equal to 0. Now I can bring this to the other side. That's going to be 108 degrees equals positive 3 over 2x. And then to get the x by itself, we can just multiply the reciprocal to both sides, which is 2 over 3. So that the coefficients here cancel. And if you work that out, 2 over 3 times 108, just like over 1, depends on how you want to do it. You can multiply across, divided by 3, we can reduce. 3 goes into 3 one time. 3 goes into 108 36 times. So if you multiply them, you will get 72, 2 times 36. So I'm going to put on x here, and then that is 72 degrees. And that is the answer.